You're watching the News Channel 15 Highlight Zone with Glenn Marini. Sports coverage you can count on with the Highlight Zone starts now.
They have a really good passing game.
They've always been known to be able to pound the ball. When you talk about Fort Wayne football, they really set the benchmark for how it's played.
The Highlight Zone is out of hibernation and ready for some celebration. The area's longest running and most watched sports show back for another big season. High school football getting underway all across Northeast Indiana. We're going to head to Fremont. We're going to head to Warsaw and also DeKalb. We'll see if Norwell, Garrett, and Heritage could roll over some momentum here into 2013. But first, oh man, we start with two teams that finished last season down in Indianapolis. Joe Allen joins us now with your Game of the Week. Joe?
Glenn, if history has taught us anything, it's that he who masters the art of surprise often emerges the victor. When it comes to Snyder Bishop Lours, your guess is as good as mine. The Knights and Panthers replacing more than 30 starters between the two of them. The 2A state champs and 5A runner-up squaring off on a little something we like to call the Game of the Week. Snyder entering the season ranked second in 5A after that run to the state finals last year. Lours starting a new era in 3A under Kyle Lindsay, but the Panthers strike first. First quarter, Colton Painter going deep. Hooks up with Anthony Wilkes for the 33-yard gainer deep into Lours territory, and that's key because 3 plays later, Jabri Bramley caps the 8-play, 54-yard drive with the first of his 2 touchdowns, 10-yard run. It's 6-zip after the missed extra point. Second quarter, Snyder moving again, but look out. Josh Gibson jumps the route, picks the pass, and he is gone. 95 yards to the barn. Knights tie it, but it was one of only 2 scores on the night for Lours. And what an answer coming up here for the Panthers. Ensuing kickoff, Andres Gomez Espino, 91-yard return, and the Panther posse all fired up after this one. Late in the half now, Snyder's ahead 20-12. Here comes the defense. Raju Blackman picks off Noah Wazinski. That would set up another score, 27-12 Snyder at the half. And this one quickly becoming the nightmare after Christmas for the Knights. Second half, here we go. It's a whole new half, folks. But oh boy, it was one of those nights for the Knights. Blackman, his second pick, leads to another touchdown. Snyder's D in charge all the way. They win it 34-12.
You know, man, our offense, struggled a little bit in the second half, but, our defense just kept our heads up, kept getting the ball, giving it back to them, giving them opportunities. We'll give them as many chances as they need, man. We just go out there and play hard and do our thing, and keep it up.
Yeah, it was a real good win. Offense, we got to a good start. Then as the quarter progressed, we got to doing better and better. Defense, tremendous job. Raju had 2 picks.
It's good to get a win. And the first thing you find out on the first game is all the things you need to work on, and we'll have a long list. But, a win's a win, and we're certainly happy with it.
Absolutely. Snyder hosting Southside next week. Lours hosts Northrop. Glenn, this one all about the D. From the middle of the second quarter on, the Panther defense did not let up a bit.
And Lours had 4 turnovers in that third quarter. I bet there wasn't a game last season where they had 4 turnovers in the game. Kyle Lindsay's going to get that fixed next week in that game. Hey, let's stick with the SAC now. Dwenger quarterback Mike Fiacable back after a torn ACL last season. Ended it before it began. You saw Southside IU recruit Donovan Clark there. This was defensive. Dwenger was up 17-14 at the half. You saw the nice play there, and then the field goal, well, it wouldn't go through the upright, so it's still 17-14 Dwenger. How about this? Gabriel Espinoza. Yeah, Fiacable's arm is as good as gold. He finds Espinoza. That's a big game. Why is it big? Well, because they would hook up again with that Snyder passing combo of Ryan Watercutter and Mike Fiacable. We're going to be talking about this combo all season long. Watercutter hauling it in. He had 7 catches for 70 yards, and that score as Dwenger survives the defensive battle against Southside, 24-14.
Good thing for us to get our first win off our back. Feels good to get that monkey off our back after a disappointing season last season, but we have a lot to work on. Obviously, we'll take the win any day.
We told them at halftime it's their game to take, and we had a good drives in the third quarter. Weren't as productive as we needed to be.
South is at Snyder next week while Dwenger plays Concordia. And speaking of those cadets, Concordia battling Northside. There's David Morrison, the senior quarterback committed to play at Ball State. And watch this defense. Yeah, you gotta like that. If you're a Concordia fan, the Cadets recover, but turnabout is fair play. Tyvon Kelly forces the fumble, and Northside would recover. Ryan Hall's team known for that defense. Still in the first, it's 0-0, and then how about some more defense? Michael Levette. Deep, but John Poor makes the grab. You gotta love that if you're a Cadets fan, but you wouldn't like this. Levette, the transfer from Wayne, takes it in for the touchdown. 7-zip Northside. Concordia would score late to make this interesting, but Northside wins 26-19. Well, what's a Highlight Zone Friday without a trip to Spooler Stadium? East Noble at Northrop. The Knights won this matchup big last year up in Kendallville. Third quarter action, it's 9-7 East Noble, and Trevon Wilson with a strip for Northrop, so the Bruins get the football, but they wouldn't be able to do much with it. East Noble's D stepping up. Ben Deo with the sack right there, and Luke Amstut's offense, they can work some things. Ensuing Knights drive, Harold B. Wolf, the B stands for Bryson. Well, he would get a touchdown there, 10 yards out, 16-7. Coach Martone not happy about it. How about Wolf to Gray Fox? Yeah, National Geographic at Spooler Stadium. That's a touchdown as East Noble beats Northrop 43-14. Out at Wayne, the Generals have taken their lumps the last couple of years, but Coach Robert Brown now has a team full of juniors and seniors. Wayne hosting Anderson. Jalen Thomas to Austin Yarborough on the option, and he gets in the end zone, but Anderson up at that point 7-6. Still in the first quarter, Anderson with the ball, and Dontel Parker shoots the gap, finds the quarterback and gets after the safety right there, so it's 8-7 Wayne. Jalen Thomas, yeah, he's a talented guy. He can throw it, but he can run it. You saw him extend right there for the touchdown. He had 2 rushing TDs, and more from Wayne. Second quarter, Thomas, here's the arm to Zach Ryan, 23-7, and Wayne goes on to win by a final of 61-27 over Anderson. How about the Battle of Highway 24? Homestead at Huntington North. Coming in, Sparties had won 7 in a row against Trent Fine and the Vikes. Second quarter, Logan Ormsby taking over from Matt Skronik this year at quarterback. Keeps it himself. It's a good decision. He goes 37 yards into the end zone, and Homestead up 13-6 at the half. Ensuing kick. How about this? John Lark goes 83 yards to the house, 20-6 Spartans. Vikings firing back. Charleston Didasco slipping the D right there. Didasco, hot as Tabasco. He goes in 20-14 at that point, but Ormsby with a big night. Had 165 rushing yards and 2 TDs, 155 passing and a couple of scores as Homestead does beat rival Huntington North 37-28. Out at Carroll, the Chargers 10-3. They won a sectional title last fall. Doug Dinan's team facing Mike Chevron's Goshen team. First quarter action, Justin Tranquil. I don't know if he's Houdini, I don't know if he's Burt Wonderstone, but he's working some magic right there. Gets out of it for a 34-yard rushing touchdown, putting Carroll up 7-0. He would also have an interception in the end zone on Goshen's ensuing drive. Still in the first quarter. How about Drew Tranquil? In as the Wildcat quarterback. The kid has verbal to Purdue, then got an offer from Notre Dame. Where's he going to go? It's good to have options. He scores the touchdown from 12 out, 14-zip Carroll, and they were sufficiently tranquil, were the Goshen Redskins. Second quarter, Blake Schumacher with a nice 6-yard touchdown, make it 20-zip Carroll as Carroll goes on to win big. They're going to be a fourth in the NHC, 55-0 over Goshen. Down at the Courtyard, Norwell looking to build off a solid playoff run as the Knights hosting always tough Leo. And you know what? If you want to start off a season right, this is exactly how you do it, at least if you're a Leo fan. Opening kick of the season, and Chandler Fields takes the ball and goes all the way to the house. 7-zip Leo, just 14 seconds into the season. Now the Knights would answer. Pearson Harnish, he's the BOMI, which means he's the brother of Mr. Irrelevant, but he is making a name for himself. The junior scoots 80. It's 7-6 Leo at that point, but it was all Leo after that. Jordan Hissong, the quarterback, with a short touchdown as Leo goes on to win 42-6. Well, we're going to take a quick timeout, but coming up, we've got some huge rivalry games on the docket. Heritage and New Haven, they go head-to-head. We got highlights of that one. Columbia City making the trip to Warsaw, and Eastside hosting Garrett. Plus, new coach Paul Sade makes his Busco debut. That was up in Fremont. That and much, much more coming up next in The Zone.
We're New Haven Bulldogs. Stay tuned to the Highlight Zone. Yeah!